Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harachakudash. Double honors be to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who were well and taught us this 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be unto you who would like that to push not this word of thought, truth, and sincerity. To all you I can do say Shalom. I'm gonna title this quick lesson like a bad dream because that's nothing. That's basically what it is. It's not the whole point. You know, when we come out of captivity and we're sitting, rulership, everything that we've been living through would be like a bad dream. So, because our norm, our day-to-day, what we consider typical is the Israelite man who's ready to be a god under the rulership, under the authority, under the oppression of the heathen, that's the norm in this world. For the past few thousand years, all we've been doing was, serving them. Very soon we will be the masters, and it will be a surreal feeling. So in the book of Psalms 126 chapter, verse 1, it reads a song of degrees. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. And because very soon what we consider the norm won't be the norm. Everything will be the opposite. We'll be the masses. We'll be the leaders. We'll be the rulers. We'll be the one over the heathen. And we will finally be gods. We will execute 100% power of God, of what a God is supposed to be. And that is the hope. But look into that word Zion. It's another word for the nation of Israel. All right, it goes back to the Hebrew word Zayawan, which means memorial. All right, memorial. Because and when you look at a memorial, it's to remember something. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai remembers the nation of Israel. All right, and with that being said, he hasn't forgot us, and he will deliver us out of this captivity, which is another word for slavery / bondage. All right. So this is a future prophecy. When it says when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion. All right, because the Lord hasn't turned anything yet. All right, we're barely about to head into World War III. But we know as soon as that prophecy comes to play alongside the other few ones, that's that, and the Lord will finally save us. The Lord will warn thy elect. So, what's it called? And was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing? Then said they among the heathen, the Lord had done great things for them. The Lord had done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth weeping and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing their sheaves with them. All right, so this time a prosperous and happy ending, the good ending, the best ending. Instead of a continuous, painful existence of us getting, beat down, us suffering, us aching. We're over here, what's it called? Drowning in sin in this flesh. And on top of that, we're surrounded by all this other wickedness, and we're oppressed. So many factors that make us want to hate life. But soon that won't be the case. Soon we will love life because we will actually get to live once and for all instead of just survive. All right, so right, the 11th chapter, verse 25. It reads, in the day of prosperity, in And that word prosperity, she wasn't being specific about it. But basically means successful in material terms, flourishing financially, bringing wealth and success. Yeah, in this captivity, we financially struggle. We can't make it in the materialistic sense. So all these Israelites talking about my business will blow up. No, it fucking won't. Hey, you see the dollar going down. You look at the news, you'll be here, what's it called? Agreeing with this truth, but then you double-minded fool. You go back to that business mentality of, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. You ain't gonna be a millionaire here. It's never given for, what's it called? So like my phone turned off. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's not meant for the Israelite man to, have more power here. Now, sure, you got these officials out here, Jake, like the Secretary of Defense. But it's not meant for us, to what's it called, flourish in this captivity and partake in this so-called American dream, which is utterly falling. All right. What was I going to get out? Yeah, Micah, the 2nd chapter, verse 10. They made the mention. Arise ye referring to the nation of Israel, for this is who this truth is directed to. Arise ye and depart. Depart, you mean to flee, get the fuck out. So arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Yours italicized, rest, referring to this captivity you're in, Babylon the Great, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Yeah, it is polluted with all this wickedness, man. Plagues your mind, and now you have a different way of thinking. All right. Now you're bugging now. Now you're not leaning onto the ways of the Lord. You're not following the old paths. You're going, what's it called? Other ways. Back to Sirach, the 11th chapter, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness. That's a key word right there, forgetfulness of affliction. There is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. All right, let's scratch that. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction will soon apply to us, not the other one. The other one's happening right now. Hey, we have, most of the time we have no recollection of prosperity. Hey, you could just be chilling at home and you're already stressing out. You're thinking, what's it called? You're thinking about, man, how I conduct myself, and damn, my boss, man, I fucking hate my boss, and things of that sort. Now, sure, you could use your mind, but this is an everyday thing, always being afflicted. In many ways, it doesn't have to be the examples I brought out, man. Yeah, but very soon, that first half of verse 25 will apply to us. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. In the kingdom will be in eternity. All right, just like how a day in the Lord's 1,000 years. Well, every single day from that point on, when the kingdom is established, it'll be prosperous. And there will be a forgetfulness of affliction. That's not saying you're gonna forget, what's it called, everything that happened, back when we were in captivity, like right now, right? Because you look at your dreams, and most of the time you can't remember what you dreamt about. You immediately wake up and you forget. Well, it won't be like that, all right? Especially with the fact that in those spiritual bodies, we're gonna have all our memories back. But this is going into how we just won't think about it. Basically, we just won't set our mind to this hell that we've been going through. All right, sure, you could think back if you want, but you'll be so caught up in prosperity. can be so caught up in the life that, man, this will be like a bad dream, and you won't even bother you. You won't even remember it. It's like you won't bother to remember it. That's not to say you'll forget it most of the time, all right? Because, hey, we're still going to be keeping the holy days, the high holy days, like the Passover. In the Passover, you're supposed to remember, the affliction you went through. But going on, I'm going to get out the book of Jeremiah, the 29th chapter, verse 11. And it reads, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, I will bring," Salaki, wrong precept. That's like a wrong chapter, actually. Wrong chapter. Verse 11. "For I know the thoughts," or Salaki, verse 10. "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you." Now this time, back then in the ancient world, at the same time you could apply right now, because we're in Babylon the Great again. We're in Babylon again. Babylon the Great, to be specific. "So that after that 7 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, and causing you to return to this place." And the Lord's beginning to visit this place. Already you have the eyes of the Lord upon the sinful kingdom. Or you're seeing all these prophecies, whether it be, in Slovakia, all these natural disasters as well come to play. These prophecies, like I said, everything is in full motion. "So for I know the things that," you look at a train and you see how the wheels start turning. That's basically everything that's going on. Though the wheels are turning on that train. "So for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Alright, an expected end. So this hell is temporary. Alright, it's just a few thousand years, compared to an eternity of, bliss and happiness and what's it called? Everything good. And rewards, basically. Speaking of, Isaiah the 61st chapter, verse 7, it reads, "For your shame," in the scriptures, or not, Zephaniah to be specific. If I'm not mistaken, Zephaniah the 3rd chapter makes mention now. What's it called? "In the lands where you have been put to shame, you shall be given fame and praise." So going back to verse 7 right here. "For your shame, you shall have double." Double what? Double rewards. Alright, full compensation and some. "So you shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. For I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them." Alright, "And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed." Alright, hath blessed. And that is the hope we so have. And it's of a true promise. Alright, the Lord is not gonna, just lie to us and to have us do good by him. And I can do that, but no, the Lord's just in keeping his promises, unlike Jake or any of the other, any human basically. Now the Lord will stick with that promise. So we will have double. Alright, and the reason why it says, "Therefore in their land they shall possess the double," is because although we will inherit the whole earth, as the scriptures say, what's it called? We mainly execute judgment in our main headquarters, that being the Fertile Crescent, which is the promised land. Alright, you got the allotments divided to the tribes from back in the ancient world. Alright, the landmass of Israel. But hey, we're gonna have enhanced borders. The Apostle Ramla was going to how we're gonna receive the whole Fertile Crescent, the fertilest of lands in the entire earth. Alright. That'll be the main hub although we'll inherit the whole earth and, we'll operate throughout the world, it'll mainly be based off of that Fertile Crescent. But I just want to do a quick lesson on that, touching on the subject like this, a bad dream, and, what we consider surreal, which is, prosperity. That will be the norm. And that is the power of the Lord. He could do that. And that's to show his power and show his might. So with that being said, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, Ba'asham HaRachak for, this beautiful work coming into play. And Shalom to you, Akim.